I wanted to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Talent Insights. Talent Insights are Australia's leading data specialist recruitment business. They are experts in recruitment strategy and delivery for analytics and data teams. They are the go-to recruitment business for all your data roles in Australia, and they can help both with permanent hires and short-term project-focused data resources. I've used Talent Insights in the past, and I've always found them fantastic to work with. Visit them at talentinsights.com.au. Hi, and welcome to Data Futurology. In Data Futurology, we speak with executives and leaders from around the world that are in the AI, data science, machine learning, and analytics space. And with them, we discuss their challenges, their use cases, solutions that they've implemented throughout their careers. And we seek to bring you a number of different perspectives and also the art of the possible. So you can learn and implement those in your organization and hopefully increase the adoption and value that your organization is getting from AI and the related technologies. Thank you so much for joining. Today, we have a very, very special guest. Been looking forward to speaking with her for quite a while. So today, we're joined by Maggie Shi. She's the Head of Solutions Engineering at Facebook for Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Korea. Maggie, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good, fresh. And thank you. Get have a little bit early, and also looking forward to this conversation.
Oh, same here. This is extremely exciting. So could you kick us off by telling us a bit about your background and how you got to work at Facebook and heading up the solutions engineering side?
Oh, that actually is a fabulous journey. So that easily take another hour to just talk about that story. So my career can be divided by two parts. So the first part, actually, I spent more than 13 years in China, so in Shanghai. So I majored in mathematics, and since I graduated, I started as a software engineer. So I was able to working on something fancy, so sounds fancy at least, search engine algorithms. Mm-hmm. So because naturally I majored in mathematics, so naturally I should be able to good at algorithms. Mm-hmm. So actually back then I started to learn the power and the beauty of the algorithms and the computer, what we can do with those technologies, with those data. And afterwards, I gradually built up my career until I left the country. I was a CTO for a middle-sized company, roughly 50 to 100 people, mostly engineers. So that experience actually gradually built up. So get me to expose to all kinds of the roles and the business across the country, across the organization. And I also jumped between the different sides of the companies, internationals, local, etc. And for some family reason, I moved to Australia on 2013. And that point, I didn't expect I will back to the workplace again. However, you never know what's going to happen next. Mm-hmm. And after a year, I decided to just get bored, something like that. I decided to try, just see what I can do. So I started with the software engineer again, just entry-level job. So I just want to see what can I do in this new country. And things turns out very well. So after that was I was very fortunate. Very lucky. So I get to work with a startup company. And that company is very cutting edge and very small, but very agile, sharp. And for another 2 years, Facebook reached out to me. And I started to work with Facebook. So I apparently picked up this offer. However, back then, when I picked up this offer, I was the only solutions engineer in the country.
Wow.
I'm the first one Facebook ever hired in Australia. I think I'm the first software engineer. So there are other engineers, ITs, but yes, software engineers. So actually, this also gave me some possibility and some exposure to all kinds of the enterprises. So Facebook in Sydney, in Australia, mostly we work with enterprises. And because I'm the only one, so I almost get to work different industry, different verticals, like even different size of the advisors. This actually give me some vision, some like understanding of the industry, of where we are, where we are heading, what the advisors need, what platform need, what Facebook users need. So this actually is really, fascinating journey. I really enjoy the journey. Gradually, I start to grow the team and expand my scope till today. Now here I am. I'm looking after 3 software engineer team across different countries.
Wow. That is incredible. That is incredible. And you've been at Facebook about just over 5 years now, which is amazing. First, I'll ask you which parts of your previous experience. So out of what you did before you joined Facebook, including being a CTO, out of your previous experience, what do you think helped you the most for your time that you have been at Facebook, and with the growth that you've had in your teams and your responsibilities? What part of your previous experience do you think prepared you, or are you leaning on the most?
I believe is the agile part. It's the like fast moving, the challenges, the like diversity of the challenges. Mm-hmm. So I'm lucky to be able to work as different role, not only software engineer. I've been almost pitched a product manager, like build a team from scratch, leading the company, set up the direction for the product, etc. So I guess all those things add up. So I'm a very like well-rounded profile, not particularly only like working on one specific small area. So that actually helps me a lot when I pick up this role.
That is excellent. That's I think that's really good advice for people listening around the diversity of skill sets, and also the agility and the pace of change, pace of delivery, and being adaptable to the circumstances. That is fantastic. And tell us a bit more about your journey at Facebook so far. That you started as the first one in the country, and now you're overseeing 3 different countries in terms of the solutions engineering. Could you tell us a bit more about the journey?
Oh, just be very clear. Don't want misleading anyone. So the team in each country is still very small. So the team, actually, I'm super proud of the solutions engineering team. So the team itself, like we set our vision is empower business with technology. So this is pretty much what we want to do. Empower business in terms of like advisors and Facebook as a platform. So what we do actually is we sitting in the market, not in IPK. My IPK is Menlo Park, our headquarters. So we get to work with advisors. We get to go out to talk to people to understand. So how's our solution eventually landed from their perspective? How's our solution eventually like help their business? And is there any gap in that war? Is there any opportunity for us to explore? So this part actually is extremely interesting. So you pretty much I encourage my team members, each of them. So you see yourself as a CEO of a small business, and you go out to meet your client every day, and you think about what is the direction I want to take this business go, and you are very like hunger. You're looking for the opportunities, and you identify the gap, and you build the solutions to bridge that last mile gap. And you build the proof of concept to start that first mile of the next opportunity. So the first mile and the last mile actually is the core of the whole team. So in terms of like the personal growth, I think it's just naturally grow with the team. So naturally the business growing, and we identify more and more opportunities, and we like gradually put opportunities into market, and we see the opportunities for bigger size of team, for bigger size, larger scope, etc. So things just naturally happening. The essential actually is still looking for the core value. So what is the core value the team of myself can bring on the table?
That is fantastic. And what do those interactions with the clients look like? What are the types of problems that they might be having that you're helping with? Could you tell us a little bit more about that side?
Yeah, that's a great question. Very great question. So, of course, I really want to share we said we are going to talk about privacy enhancing technologies, and that actually is one of the key challenges I observed over the last couple of years. So we all know the industry has been evolving in a way we want to respect people's privacy choice. However, advisors they need to measure. They need to measure their campaign. They need to attribute. So we want to make sure respect people's privacy, yet satisfy advisors' measurement needs. So that is the gap. And also on top of that, we also observe the advertisers often have challenges when they try to integrate with Facebook API. So we have a large side of marketing API at the point, and that could be extremely powerful. However, when I work with advisors, they often have lack of the engineering resources, lack of the understanding, and don't know how to properly code API. Even they get connected, they may or may not use the API the best possible way. Yep. So, bring these two gaps together. So first, we need a new set of the API to address the privacy enhancing part. And more importantly, we also need service somewhere we can allow advisors easily plug in their data, so easily integrate with Facebook. But that is a really broad vision. I started this project a couple years ago, just right here from Sydney, with one of my engineers. And after some back and forth, eventually we get aligned with our co-product team, and we start to co-develop this solution. So last week, a solution called Copy Gateway just go GA, means general available to all the advertisers. Yes. So that is pretty much the most proud thing in my career. It's really, really large scale impact and really, really broad vision setting for the future of this solution. So as of today, it's only serve as a cloud service, container running on cloud, third party cloud, AWS, Azure, and the GCP is coming next month. And so it's not, as of today, it's only running as this instance, just serve the one API endpoint integration, which is Copy. So we call this Copy Gateway. But actually, we're setting the future for the solution is much more broad. It's pretty much the future for the privacy enhancing technologies, for example, MPC. I can explain to you later. So what that's how we can protect your privacy, preserve your privacy, yet do a meaningful measurement. So the idea is very simple, and the technology we already set out the first step for that technology.
That is incredible, and congratulations! That is a huge achievement. And something that's so important and so relevant in so many industries today. So across all different industries, people are concerned about privacy. They want to be able to either share or link information in a privacy preserving way, and that the privacy and security are at the core of how organizations work together and how customers interact with organizations. And and then being able to provide the right services and products to people on top of that by having privacy at its core. So this is an amazing achievement for you guys. Then so tell me a bit more about how maybe first how the idea came around, and then how does the privacy part of the solution look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I want to say we absolutely value the value of the privacy preserving. So it's nothing like we are trying to do something bypass the privacy regulations. It's actually the opposite. But we also believe personalized experience is very important. To I myself as just like a normal user, I do not like the irrelevant ad. Why you're showing me some basketball? I will never buy basketball in my lifetime. So, and it's like very limited screen size. I don't want to see, I don't want to consume my time on such things. So this actually, also related to another topic is information overload. So this time, everyone exposed to too much information for any single person to perceive, to comprehend it. So bring the right piece of information in front of you actually is very important. Is the way we, as a human beings, as a civilization, we want to leverage our technology. Yeah, you think about that way. So we over a couple hundreds of thousands of years, we human developed into this level, and we acquired so much knowledge and developed the technology till today's level. We don't want to be the slave of the information, of the data. We want to take advantage of the data and the technology. So show the people, show every regular user the information they need. Bring the piece of information in front of the person. Actually, is the smart way to take this entire industry moving forward. And also from the business side, if you think about this, you are doing something very innovative. You think it's innovation, the word itself, it means there is something new, something unknown. How people possibly search for you, for the service, the product you just create, you just invent. It's impossible. So you don't know what you don't know. So you can't search for the unknowns. So with the data powered insights technology, bring the business with to the users and connect the user with the right piece of the information. That actually is something. I would say ultimately right. So anything against this direction will eventually cause us setback. So in terms innovation, in terms people's personal experience, or even efficient to search for the information, it will set back us as an entire society, as the entire community. So with this mindset, we should recognize we need to measure, we need to understand what is the right piece of information. So as long as the campaign is able to perform, that means this is the right information to these audiences. And to achieve that is very simple math. It's just simple concept: test and control. Yeah. We don't need to know, did Maggie buy this product? I only need to know. So this group compared to this group, how's this product worked? And we can leverage the other information to further develop these insights and to train our delivery system and optimization system, etc. So we will get better and better campaign performance and user experience. So compare two groups. That means what? That means you can actually, so that is the cloud service I just mentioned. So you can upload a piece of information with your own private key encrypted, and Facebook upload another set of the users with the private information but encrypted with Facebook private key. And these two sets of information will never match each other, and you will never know how much is the overlap, like how much you can attribute to what our campaign is. However, we exchange and we encrypt this information again. Now we match. It's like what? It's like the original number was 20. And you decide you multiple every single number by 5. And I multiple every single number by 2. You don't know how much, like which number I multiply. And I don't know which number you multiply. However, you give me a number. So 20 times 5, you give me 100. And 20 times 2, I give you 40. And you times 5 again. So you get 200. I times 2 again, I get 200. So 200 equals 200. I don't know your time 5. I don't know what is the original number. However, I do know there is one match. So this is very simple concept, very simple math. And you have a large set of the data. So you have 20, 35, 42, blah, blah, blah. I have 20, 15, 16, etc. And some of them will match each other. And we can just generate a report. So this is the attribution we can attribute to this campaign without knowing any personal information. And everything happening on the cloud, even not on Facebook. So the data never even eventually land in Facebook. So we only need that piece of information. This is the full attribution happening.
That is amazing. I love the simplicity and the power in it, and it does privacy preserving so well while being able to meet the customer or the consumer expectations, which are obviously always rising, and definitely, as you described, definitely the expectations are for people to get recommendations that are relevant to them, and people expect that, need that with the amount of information that is out there. But to be able to do that in a privacy preserving way, working with other organizations to encrypt information, to minimize the amount of information that's being shared. I love the fact that the information is being treated independently in different organizations, and that and that then the outcome is able to be produced, like give people relevant recommendations and see the outcomes of the campaigns. It seems like a win-win, right? Everyone. It seems really good. How do you feel about the state of where the solution is now, and to what's coming next?
As of today, the double encrypt solution, we call it MPC, is at early stage. We're still testing with different industry body, different advisors. And the cloud service actually is already available, and you can already onboard it, Convergence API through Facebook through that solution. So this is a long journey. We are only 1%. So, but the direction we are setting off, I truly believe this is the right thing to do. This is the right direction to protect people's respect their privacy, protect people's privacy, and serve the right information to advisors, to the users as well. So this actually is very, very important.
Super, super important. And it's interesting. In my day job, I work in healthcare, and we've also been looking at privacy preserving linkages and what type of algorithms we can leverage in that space. And the approach that we've taken historically is to encrypt the data where it sits, so in the organizations where it sits, and then encrypt it all in the same way. So then we can share only that encrypted part and for it to match.
That is the copy technology. So yeah, conversion API pretty much use the similar technology. So both sides encrypt the same way. So we can get a user match. And the like double encrypt solution, we call MPC, is the future. So it is like even more like encrypted, even more unperceivable. you can't.
It's more secure. Yeah.
It's impossible to do any reverse engineer pretty much.
Interesting. So yeah, this is great. That's the sense that I was getting. That it's definitely more secure and definitely harder to reverse engineer. And so yeah, how and why did you decide to go with the approach that you went to? What was that decision like? And then what did the implementation look like?
Oh, that actually was happening at even higher level, not like at the ground in Sydney. So this is a global company. So that was the product team, and we have like very senior people engage closely with the in the forums, W3C and other proxy protocol design forums, and everyone share their opinion and contribute their ideas. So that part that decision actually was happening at a more senior level. But what the project I have been driving actually set out the foundation and the possibility for that's happening.
Yeah, amazing. And is there I want to ask you about the challenges for the customers in your case, for the customers to do the encryption on their side. Is there much of a lift required for them? How much are they needing much help in order to be able to get to the level?
Good question. So like I mentioned earlier, so actually authorizers, they often found is not that simple in terms of like the right implementation. I mentioned some authorizers they found, even they connected, they didn't really get the best out of this integration because the encrypt data handling actually require some specific, some skill set, certain level of skill set. We have a very comprehensive playbook, guide you step by step how to do that. But you need to do this strictly follow the best practice, particular for the data normalization. So you just imagine in terms of encrypt, we can't decrypt the data. So in terms of Philip, it could be comes with 100 different spellings. So there is even uppercase, lowercase will cause the encrypted data result very different. So we need you to do the data normalization properly. So we will be able to match the encrypted data. And another important piece I need to call out is the user consent. So whenever you collect that information, you absolutely want to collect the user bits. So this actually is also connected to the user experience. Imagine you are the end user. If someone just take away your data, do whatever the purpose they remotely think can link back to your data without your consent, how you will feel. And if you get some experience, give you the feeling they are using the data, how will they feel? So yes, exactly. So this user consent and data normalization, actually the most important part. All the others are technical, trivial. Engineers from Facebook, Google, whatever the ad tech platform and your business, there must be someone can help you. But the handle the data, collect the data properly, correctly, that actually is something more fundamental.
Definitely. Could you tell us about a little bit what happened before going to GA? and what happens now that the solution is in GA? As in, like, was there any or much type of testing being done
Yes.
before GA with customers?
Absolutely.
What did that look like? What were some of the areas, and then what does that look like now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Facebook, we design everything like the measurement around like basic concept of time, basic concept of science, A/B test. So before GA, actually we ran a couple of tests, split tests. So beauty about a big platform like Facebook, we can just fabricate multiple universe for the test purpose. So we have 2 billion users. So easily we can fabricate, hundreds, thousands different universe, even for a specific client, for the specific market, we can still fabricate at least 2 universe for you. And we can do the A/B test. So the universe A, onboarded with this API. Universe B didn't. So we can test. We can do the leave the study.
That is excellent. That is excellent. And what type of feedback or what type of developments? Maybe only if you can share any unexpected feedback or unexpected requests. Anything that surprised you during the testing before GA?
Oh, tons of them. So some advisors feels this is amazing. It solved our problem. Some advisors told us we started with just one cloud service, and they said no. This is. We thought that is the most the dominant one. However, people just told us no. I don't want to use this. I only have trouble with the solution because you only build the template on top of this particular cloud service. Okay, we heard we are working on other cloud service, and some advisors told us even the integration will become extremely simple. You pretty much just input a couple lines of the information to pretty much fill out the form, and it's that. And the advisors told us it's still too much because I'm managing 1,000, 10,000 sub-advisors, so I need about all of them still a giant amount of work. I can do that. So all those learnings, we take in as much as we can, and we have to, of course, we have to trade off. So we have to leave some questions just opened, just unsolved there, and go ahead. And of course, we are still working on those questions.
Yeah, that is amazing. And this is great. And what are you I guess what are the next steps? What are you looking forward to the most in terms of what's coming up next for the solution? What are you excited about? What is the next steps now that you're in GA?
Of course, the broad adoption. That is the ultimate dream. You build a solution and we want people as many as possible, advisors on board, use it, and set out the foundation for the future, for the privacy enhancing technology, for the MPC, the measurement, respect people's privacy, and also serve advising needs. So that is a very bright future. Again, we are still at the very early stage.
Yeah, definitely. And where can people go to find out more information?
Actually, it's called GA means you can go to developer.com, .facebook.com. There are plenty of the information on there. And also Facebook lately published a couple blog regarding the PET, MPC, that there are detailed explanation and where we are heading, why we are doing this. Of course, very similar view with myself. We truly believe personalized experience and campaign performance should be able to coexist.
Yep, that is great. And could you spell out the first part of the solution and the address?
You say PET?
So is it just pet.facebook.com?
No. Developers.facebook.com.
Yeah, great. So pet.developers.facebook.com.
No. I'm saying developers.facebook.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can search up for any solutions. We already go GA. So copy gateway, GAPIG, that is the solution, go GA. And for the future, we are driving an initiative called the PET. And the MPC is one of the solutions in that solution site. And MPC will be built on top of the container. KPG is running as of today. It's very complicated. I know it's very complicated.
Well, the thing is that I think that these solutions, like to be able to do, privacy preserving data sharing, it's a very emerging space. I think that the challenges that you guys are helping solve is complicated, is new, and
yes.
and from a consumer perspective, it almost feels like we want to have our cake and eat it too. Like we want privacy preserving and we want good recommendations.
Yes.
So to be able to do both, it's the work is incredible.
Yes, and also we want you have the control. So Facebook, we released Clear History a couple years ago. I don't even recall how many years. It's been a while. So we have always been working towards help you to understand how to navigate this like emerging area. So to the regular users, how those tech giant companies collect information and use information actually is a mystery. And we have been working towards to help you understand and take control in your own data. However, it may or may not perceive that way all the time.
This is excellent. And how is the team feeling? The team that worked on the solution throughout this whole time?
Super proud, super exciting. Of course, very stressful and tense as well. Yeah. So when it's close to GA, of course, like everyone is running around the clock. So pretty much 24 hours. Lucky us, we are a global company. So we have engineers based in Sydney, we have engineers based in Singapore, we have engineers based in US, East Coast, West Coast, and EMEA. So this is a true global team. So eventually the project grow into the level way beyond my team scope. So this has become a Facebook global project, and we have engineers comes from very different team, co-product team, and the different background team.
That's fantastic. I think that's really encouraging, and I think that's really good to share that it's such an important initiative for the company, that there's people from around the world being involved, I'm sure you must be so proud.
Yeah, very proud of this.
Yeah, this is great. And which so what type of organizations are the first adopters, or the ones that you expect are the first cabs of the rank using up the solution? Is it advertising companies themselves, or is it other types of organizations?
Mostly advisors, not ad tech company. Most likely advertisers, some e-com business, some disruptors. So different type of the advertisers.
Yeah, this is great. And what type of requirements sit on the client side to be able to access this new approach? Is it essentially what is the technical barrier?
Oh, actually, copy gateway to the solution go GA is not new. It's just an easy way to integrate with CAPI. So CAPI is a short name for Convergence API. Mm-hmm. So it has been there for a while, and Facebook has been driving the adoption for a while. And the CAPI gateway is only a service, the cloud-based service, can help you easily integrate with CAPI. So anyone feel they want to onboard CAPI, Convergence API, and with the technical barrier, lack of the engineering resources was a typical one, you can easily onboard CAPI through this service. So that is the immediate needs the solution can address as of today.
Yeah, that is great. That is I'm so impressed. This is fantastic. Yeah, you should definitely be so proud. This is exactly what the type of solutions that we need in the world. Yeah, so thank you so much for bringing them to life.
Yeah, so the Convergence API only is the first step. So eventually we are taking the solution evolve into the stage I described, like encrypt and encrypt. So Convergence API is still like one-way encrypt. It's the foundation as of today. So in the future we are going to build on top of this and more complicated, comprehensive, and more serve the privacy preserved methodology and effective campaign performance.
Exactly, it's fantastic. And when people go to encrypt data on their own side before sharing the encrypted keys, would the different organizations be using similar algorithms to encrypt or same algorithms, or is it up to the organization? What do you know what that could look like?
Oh, in terms of today, Convergence API, we only use one type of the encrypt. And in the future, that's actually a good question. So absolutely, we want to encourage people follow the same practice. Because you remember, after you encrypt, Facebook need to encrypt our data. It's the way you encrypt your data. So like of course, we want to encourage people follow the same mechanism. However, the key could be very different, and of course, you need to safeguard your key.
Yes, exactly. So then everyone would be having different keys that they're using to encrypt the data, and that's the bit to safeguard, and then only share the encrypted key. This is fantastic. No, thank you so much for coming to share with us. So now, obviously, the task is about adoption, about helping more organizations encrypt their data, to help more organizations think about privacy preserving data sharing, and to continue to enjoy the benefits of having very targeted and very relevant ad campaigns, which is a benefit to everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that sharp, very well summarized.
No, it's so important. And for people that are wanting to learn more and prepare themselves to work in this space, to be able to help organizations drive privacy preserving, either data sharing or other solutions. What would you recommend that they can learn, study, focus on? Any type of skills to develop? Do you have any advice for people that are wanting to upskill in this area?
Very good question. Very good question, actually. So from engineer perspective, we absolutely encourage all the engineers understand what are the industry direction is evolving from the privacy preserving perspective. So Apple and Google pretty much been making announcement almost every week these days. And what other proposals Facebook is making, Google is making, etc. And also from technical perspective, think about what is possible. So how can we smartly preserve your privacy and also measure the campaign performance? So we don't want to hack or bypass any privacy regulations or industry trend. It's more about how we can resolve both. There must be a way. Because we are smart, so we can figure out this. And from the data perspective, so always think about from higher level or based on the basic science concept, test and control. So this is where we started this entire journey. We have computer based on that. So this from the data perspective, just I understand the basic concept, how we perceive the measurement piece, and also just understand the different tech platforms, what's the different measurement solution we can offer, and how to take the best out of those solutions.
That is excellent. That is excellent advice. And an excellent solution that you guys have built. Definitely, this is what we need in the world. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you so much for coming on the show, for sharing your experience, your knowledge, and for showing us the improvements that can be done in this space to meet both customer demand and customer expectations in terms of helping get great recommendations in a privacy preserving manner. Thank you so much for your time today. That was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope that you got a lot out of this discussion. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel so more people can find out about the challenges that leaders have in the analytics and AI space. And that's what we're trying to share in Data Futurology. So please like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please tell your friends. Thank you so much.